Okay, today we're going to talk about medical expenses. Now, in this country, we spend a lot of money on medical. Medical expenses, going to the doctor, buying prescriptions, buying supplies we need when we get sick. There's a lot of things that we spend money on. So today I'm going to tell you or, give you some insight on what you can do to, you know, capitalize off of this misfortunate event because I believe in saving money and as well as, you know, making money. So, again, we're going to talk about medical expenses as a tax deduction. And the first thing we want to talk about is, you know, what a medical expense is. Now, there are several medical expense. I want you to understand that the doctor have to give you a diagnosis and the treatment and any mitigation, anything that you're using that you have proof of as far as medical. This is what is called a medical expense. You need to keep up with receipts. You need to keep up with any mileage in a log for medical miles. You need to keep up with basically it's doctor statements, anything your insurance company is sending you as proof. Okay, the first thing we're going to talk about is let's see here. There is no dollar limit as far as medical expenses go. Certain deductions they like to cap. They say you can't get no more than 5,000 or 2,000 or whatever. But on medical expenses, there is no dollar limit. Okay, but like I said before, the payments must be for a diagnosis, cure, mitigation, treatment, or prevention of disease that affects any part of your functional body. And I want to take a moment to elaborate on the book I'm reading from, which is by Barbara Weltman. Okay, let's see her name there. Okay, and the reason why I utilize her book is because she is a very important person in the tax industry world, and you can learn a lot of things from her. But again, back to those type of benefits. The first thing I want you to know, if you have an annual physical every year, keep in mind that with that annual, you absolutely can deduct it, and most employers won't even reimburse you for that annual, especially if you're trying to get employment. If you're seeing a chiropractor for back problems, including the back brace if you purchase a back brace because your back's been injured, or if you're going to a pain clinic and you're having to pay out a certain amount of money, because sometimes insurance companies won't pay for those items or reimburse you for pain clinics. If you're seeing your gynecologist, pediatrician, obstetrician, a psychiatrist, or if you're seeing a psychologist or anything that of course, dental work and seeing a dentist, ear, nose, and throat, they like for you to buy all different kinds of gadgets and to put in your mouth or to put, down your ear or something. Sometimes insurance don't cover these items. If you having teeth cleaning, the teeth cleaning, comes free once a year, mostly for most people, or sometimes twice a year. But if you have something like gingivitis or something like that, it's not covered. So, of course, quite dynamically, you do want to, utilize this benefit. If you have a blood pressure machine, blood glucose strips. If you're bought the machine and you're buying the strips every month to test your blood sugar, those are definitely tax deductible. Contact lenses, eyeglasses, home pregnancy test. Now let's elaborate on that. I know you can get those kind of items from the Dollar Tree, but hey, it adds up. If you bought a $20 or $30 home pregnancy test, that could be the thing that make or break you. If you've paid for an abortion, it's also something that you could use as a tax deduction. You know, you keep the receipts. A reclining chair, if a doctor prescribed it for you. One thing I do want to elaborate on is breastfeeding. You know, the products, the pump and the pads and all the different items they make. You know, those items are kind of expensive and can easily reach over $200 right away. So if you've breastfeeding a baby, you have a newborn, it is a tax deduction. Let's see. Uh, One thing people do get confused is about a dog. If you have a ICN dog, a CNI dog, I'm sorry, you can use him as a tax deduction and all the care for the dog, seeing the vet and all of those things. But you want to keep in mind that you have to have the diagnosis to fit that. You have to be legally blind or have some eye issues. um, Whirlpool bath, wheelchair, hospital bed, anything that you've bought or paid a co-payment for that's medical. If you bought an air conditioner to help you with breathing, if you have asthma problems. And one important thing I like to talk to you about, because everybody, most people that are working pays this for as medical go, which is insurance premiums. Blue Cross and Blue Shield are definitely number one as far as getting that tax deduction, but all insurance premiums that you pay out are tax deductible. A lot of people don't utilize that, and sometimes they don't even know that, but keep that in mind. Insulin, birth control, and listen up, men, Viagra, if it's prescribed by a doctor, you could use that. Urinalysis tests on jobs. You know, hearing services. If you're donating a kidney, and the cost for you being off work to get better, all the things associated with it, when you give someone a kidney, or the testing, if you've paid any money, all those things are helpful in helping you to get a tax deduction. Vaccines, um, prenatal and postnatal visits. And another thing I like to talk about, also, if you are using your car to go to the doctor, and especially going out of town, and your child is with you, and that child is sick, and you have a medical procedure, you're having to stay overnight just for yourself alone, that's $50 per night. And if you bring a child along, it's $100 per night. So the gas that you're spending, you can use the gas mileage, and they give you a 23.5% per mile. So keep that in mind. You need a tracking log for those miles, especially if you're spending a lot of money and doing a lot of traveling, doing medical procedures. And you want to keep up with the information. Now, you know, you got to keep good records with this kind of stuff, just in case, you know, the IRS ask for them. And again, there is no dollar limit. So hey, capitalize. It's, you know, it's your turn to, you know, to benefit off some of the money you've been spending for some misfortunate things and some illnesses that took place in your life. So that's all I want to talk to you about today, and I thank you for tuning in on Tax Tips, Hot Tax Tips from B&T Affordable Tax. I'm Gwen Thrower. I am the owner, and I'm looking forward to working with many of you this year. You can reach me at 1-800-545-9029, or you can go to my website, which is www.btaffordableTax.com. Don't wait in the line to get your taxes done. Just go and fill out the form and expect a response in 24 hours. Or you can also email me at btaffordableTax@gmail.com. So, you know, I'm very easy to find. I do free consultations a lot, and I'm here and I'm available for your access. I'm also running a referral program this year. Send me 3 people and get $50. That's right. You know, even if you don't have a job, you can make some extra cash doing it that way, okay? And it's legal. And I want to thank you again for joining and tuning in with me. You have an awesome, blessed day. Pieces. Deuce out.